Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's random here. Streaks going up. Oh no. Okay, thank God. Thought we'd have the loss for a minute. Thought we'd have a real challenge for a minute. Here's our seed. TPF0 QEWG. I've got a new system for recording the videos. I mean, I'm using the same software, but basically what it boils down to is I've been showing the seed, but not really writing it down because we've moved and I packed up like all my pen and paper and shit like that, which is really just a terrible excuse. But I thought it would be fine, but I have semi-consistently forgotten to do the seeds, and I apologize for that. I'll start writing them down, or at least being more vigilant about showing them off in the first place. Anyway, Bob's Curse, why wouldn't you reroll that? I like the freedom to open Tinted Rocks and get other consumables that, you know, getting 5 extra bombs right off the bat offers me. It also gives me pretty much a guaranteed ability to reroll whatever our boss room item is. You could definitely still make the case that rerolling Bob's Curse is maybe something that you're interested in, but I like to get a little ahead of the game on consumables as soon as possible. You know, it gives us access to secret rooms, and Bob's Curse in and of itself is not really a bad item, but it's suboptimal, I guess. But we could have easily rerolled it into Butterbean or something like that. Or, you know, if you want to play that card, we could have easily rerolled it into fucking, you know, the Sacred Heart. Or not literally Sacred Heart, but you know what I mean. That's not really worth the 1 bomb we invested there, but that's okay. Jump again, motherfucker. Yeah, explode! Yes, okay. So I wanted to see how much damage 1 Bob's Curse bomb would do. And honestly, I don't think it's really worth the investment of the bomb itself. Not against this enemy, at least. Against something like a Larry Jr., it would probably, depending on what segment it hit first, it would probably get the kill. Same for Pin. But against Monstro, where the damage is a little bit, you know, absorbed and mitigated somewhat as a result of there only being 1 hitbox. You know, I'm not a game designer, game developer, so 1 hitbox is a sentence that really means nothing, but I think you know functionally what I mean when I say it. You know, we can't get multiple hits with the same damage value against just 1 target. I'll take this too. I really like the idea of getting set up with a trinket early on, and it's a good trinket. And the Sun card is really good. Explosive Diarrhea is pretty bad, admittedly, but if we take damage here, it doesn't really matter. And we got a Sun card out of it. So Sun card, Mom's Pearl, that's better than your average payout, I would think. Like, that's better than your average boss room payout, unless you got, like, Torn Photo or Toothpicks or something like that, but which have now apparently become, like, my default, like, good items. Kind of Ninetales is up there now, actually, as well. +1 damage with the shot speed increase. My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. Dun, 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 dun. +1 damage and a shot speed. For some reason, it just fits, man. Eve's Lipstick, it's okay, but I think I prefer Mom's Pearl. Now we run into the interesting conundrum. Is it worth blowing up our donation machine to get enough money in order to get an arcade on the next floor? Oh shit, man. We just got Transcendence for flipping free. I'm very excited by this prospect. Oh, I blew it. That's alright, we'll put down 1 more bomb. I only need 1 more cent now. I really don't want to blow up our donation machine, but I would really, really like to get an arcade on the next floor. The other thing we could do, obviously, is shoot some fire. We're wasting a lot of consumables to do this now. Fuck it. This is fine. We got 2 cents out of it. Now, if we don't get an arcade on the next floor, it's a big waste of consumables. However, you know, we've got the ability to fly, so I'm not feeling too bad about things here to start with. We could use our Sun card as well. Instead of using it as a full health, we could use it as like a Necronomicon plus find the secret rooms. I don't think it's that worthwhile as that, but on a room like this, I'm quite honestly tempted because it's a fucking annoying one. But if I could use it as a full health pill and a Necronomicon and find the secret rooms, that would be for the best. So if we could just find our arcade quickly, if there is one on this floor. Pheromones is fine, I guess. Not the best time to use it, but that's okay. And that was admittedly some shitty damage that I'm not too proud of. You know what? I hate to do it like that, but I'm gonna do it. And there's no arcade anyway, so it's not like we're really missing out. So let's go secret room. Unfortunately, our secret room doesn't border any special rooms. But it does have a golden poop in it with counterfeit penny. If that had money in it, I probably would have gone for the... I would have gone for the shop play with our key, but now I'll go item room instead, just because of our finances. How's it going, Ruka? How you doing? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we're going to get another reroll, and that's partly my own fault for just kind of willy-nilly going wherever I please. Oh, jeez. So I'm going to basically just save my reroll for a deal with the devil, which pretty much means that I can go to these rooms in whatever order I want, I guess. And now that we have this, I'm actually very happy that I'll theoretically be able to... Oh, that's so good. I was going to say theoretically able to buy a spirit heart, but... You know what? Let's go a little crazy here. I'm going to assume that there's a battery charge on our shop, which will mean that I can reroll this. Nod Leaf, potentially a game winner, an item I'm not a particularly huge fan of, but there's no arguing that it can sometimes save the day. And I should, at least hopefully, be able to buy a reroll charge in our shop. The extra key helps out. Good. Yeah, we don't need the other spirit heart, I think. Not yet, anyway. Making it conceivable for me to actually make something good happen here. And get a good deal with the devil that'll give us the momentum we need to really get, you know, our feet above water here. Head above water? Feet off the ground? I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. Okay. The haunt. I had a feeling we'd have to deal with this. Probably best way I can think to deal with the haunt is to throw down a bomb to take out the 2 little haunts. Good. They have a pretty good track record of like just straight up magnetizing to the bomb depending on where you're standing. Alright, now just don't get hit twice against the haunt. This should be very doable to not get hit twice against the haunt. If we get hit once, I'm not going to stress out about it. It's really just when we get hit by 2 things, or if he bumps into us, that might actually take 1 heart. I still don't know if it starts by taking a spirit heart, can it actually take a half heart, like red heart out of you as well? I think the answer is possibly yes. Wasn't comfortable staying in there until the very, very end, and won't be here either. There we go. Okay, the damage upgrade there is huge, and... Alright, I mean, these are good enough to take, even though it puts us in a bit of a compromising position. I think that these are both acceptable pickups. Little Brimstone gets a bad rap, man. People think it's somehow not worth the 2 spirit hearts it costs. Look, it's not Death's Touch, but the items you get in Isaac are not necessarily compared to the items you get in Isaac. The items you get in Isaac are compared to the enemies you face. You know, you don't get to choose, with the D6 you sort of do, but you don't really get to choose what you get. You just gotta say, is that worth it or isn't it? Nobody goes, well, actually, people do think like this all the time, but I sort of disagree with it. You know, they go, well, I'm not paying $5 for a sandwich when I could get a slice of pizza for $2.50. You know, you're comparing apples and oranges there. There's a reason that expression exists. Are we going to go to the curse room? I would like to, but I want to fight Gluttony first. Unfortunately, this is not Gluttony. But we did get a Hierophant card, which will mean that, yes, I'll be going to the curse room. Bomb, extra money. We can buy another spirit heart with that. Well, let's hope for another spirit heart right here. Yeah, usually you get 1 out of every 4 of those, so that seems legit to me. We won't be able to go to our second secret room. Do we want to buy a spirit heart? Honestly, I think we should buy a spirit heart. I think that's the proper course of action here. Could shoot the poop. We don't have petrified poop though. But we do have Mom's Pearl. So if we're not shooting absolutely everything, we're not getting the full advantage out of Mom's Pearl. So even though it's a little cumbersome, not cumbersome, tedious. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. I will come up here and shoot all this. And if we only get that 1 penny that we already got out of it, so be it, man. I'm content with that. That's a pretty decent payout for another, 10 seconds of our time. Alright. How's this run looking? Honestly, it's fantastic right now. Rotten Baby, Little Brimstone, huge damage dealers in and of themselves. My own damage is okay at best. However, we can fly, which is awesome. And we didn't pay anything for it, which is, the price is right on that one. But really, this is all about Little Brimstone right now. This is the Little Brimstone show with Rotten Baby as a bit of an amuse-bouche, if you will. Probably shouldn't put Rotten Baby and amuse-bouche in the same sentence. I live in a community. It's possible that people might be a little bit perturbed by that sentiment. Or maybe someone's going to be like, yo, dude, you playing Isaac in there? Okay, just checking. This guy's going to explode. Oh, never mind. He exploded into bullets. Sometimes, depending on like the base color of an enemy, the champion colors can be real confusing, which I actually kind of like, because it keeps it so that you can't just. I mean, you can still just memorize it, but there's a little bit of like an extra kind of difficulty factor thrown in there. And I'm totally gonna keep going to these rooms, even though we have Are You a Wizard? Because basically it's Little Brimstone show again. Yeah, let Rotten Baby take like one of the kills, and Little Brimstone can finish it off here. Good stuff. I have a hard time imagining this run turning out like a loss, but you know, we could draw up a narrative for it where a loss happens on this run. Fight Krampus. Krampus is had to re-roll it. Brother Bobby. Shit items and shit play really just, you know, combine. I'm going to stick with Mom's Pearl, actually. I take left hand a lot because it's pretty good. Oh, that's excellent as well. But if I stick with Mom's Pearl, I think it'll pay for itself with respect to our Spirit Hearts, so I'm feeling like that's probably the right choice. That was like the most productive Are You a Wizard pill we've ever had. It didn't help us. That's just a fucking pipe dream. Park dream. I get up when I want, except on Wednesdays when I'm rudely awakened by the Dustman. Park dream. That's the best I could do on that. Oh, or is it? Because we just got a crawl space with a chest. This is not really what you're looking for here. I made a Park Life this is crazy. I made a Park Life reference like 3 years ago in a video. I mean, it was probably the same one. People were like, wow, must be nice to only get woken up on Wednesdays. And I was like, yo, motherfucker, this is Park Life. Do you think I was actually just saying something about my life in that terribly co-opted accent that I did? I was co-opted, not like a word like co-opted or something. I don't even know what that would mean. Just in general, you should probably never believe a word that I say, especially if it's coming out of me in some kind of accent that I've thrown on. It's probably a reference to something, because that's really the height of humor, is just being as referential as possible. Keeping it up here with an HP level that I'm relatively proud of, at least. Here's the deal. I'm gonna take the virus. It's a little bit less of, you know, the teacher's pet than it was in vanilla, in my opinion. Maybe just due to there being other better items. And permanent Polaroid invincibility maybe not being quite as important. However, I'm worried that our boss room is going to be close by, so I don't want to reroll like a decent item when we could have to be just about to reroll some truly heinous items, you know? Or maybe not. Like Yumheart is worth rerolling, but I'm thinking again the boss room could be right close by here, so I am going to make what is theoretically potentially a suboptimal play in order to maximize our rerolls on a very specific room and go for like timing of rerolls as opposed to just you know, sheer frequency of them. We might be able to buy a battery charge from our shop, but we have to worry that, you know, greed could show up as well. And honestly, I don't think this floor is going to go on too much longer. So if we don't get to reroll Yumheart, we don't get to reroll Yumheart. I would rather, and it's looking like we probably did have enough rooms to do so. So there you go. If you're playing the seed along at home, there's how you can get an easy leg up on me, potentially. Reroll Yumheart into Black Bean or something like that. That'll be a huge help. Stars card, admittedly, of course, excited that this is a teleportation card that could possibly open up the window of Boss Rush to us. Don't get mad at me. I legitimately did Boss Rush last time. We get like Sister Maggie out of it? Is that what it was? Maybe we would have had the rerolls. By the way, that might be our shop right there anyway. Let's check it out because we got a surplus of keys. That is our shop, and there is a battery charge, which is actually good to know. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So even if we don't get a deal with the devil, we will get a deal with the devil. That's always nice. That's pretty much what I was hoping for there. Just best thing I could hope for with not amazing damage was being able to kill one of the Fallens just before he got to touch me there. And yeah, you know what? Dark Matter is good enough. I'm not going to reroll a damage upgrade. Apparently, I'm not going to reroll anything. Good thing I'm playing as Isaac here. Carrying Queen by itself on a small room is not so bad. It's when you get into like triple, double Carrying Queen bullshit. Last week fucked around and got a triple double. Freaking brothers every way like Carrying Queen, I gotta say. Today I might listen to Ween. Ooh, see, you might say Queen there, but I can't rhyme Queen with Queen. That would make me you know, sophomoric rapper. I'll definitely take toothpicks, and, well, now we're going to go hard on these Yumheart rerolls. And we might as well, actually, you know what, maybe we won't go hard on our Yumheart rerolls, because it's theoretically possible. We've got, like, a dope-ass library with, like, a bunch of books in it, and if so, I'd rather reroll the crap out of those and possibly get, like, a 5-star item room later. We get a 2-star item room. I'll be straight with you. I freaking love Book of Belial, but that's not going to stop us from re-rolling it. We're going to re-roll both of these. Oh, you know what? We're not going to get a blood bank on the next floor anyway, because we're on an XL floor. I remember now. I'm going to try for a full re-roll, but I really, really doubt that we're going to have the damage capabilities necessary. It's also like a super unlikely event that with a 2-pedestal library, we're going to be able to re-roll it into item room potential. There's a lot of books in the game, but such terrible damage. I believe that we have a shot at it later, so I'll do it. And plus, what are we missing out on? We're missing out on Yumheart. I get hurt when I want, except on Wednesdays when I'm rudely hit by the neutral fly. Yumheart. Dank-ass Damon Albarn references. All day, every day on the show. Thanks for dropping by. Yumheart. One day I'll be a multi-platinum selling recording artist. Doubt it. Well, that was really worth it. We could buy a blue map now. I think I probably should, to be honest with you. It's a good item. I don't know what I'm hoping for, like a room where I fight 3 different waves of enemies and somehow get, well, 4 different waves of enemies and somehow get a full D6 charge. Explosive Diarrhea, Lemon Party. What's our other one? It's like, yeah, the Stars is better. We're a little slower here than we need to be to probably get Boss Rush, but it's either Explosive Diarrhea, which best case scenario is I probably use it as 1 bomb, or the Stars, which I probably use as 1 key, so... Well, if I'm not going to buy the battery charge... Well, sorry, I should put it this way. If I'm going to buy blue map, I'm not going to buy the battery charge. So, again, probably suboptimal rerolls here if we're being 100% honest, but that's okay. We could blow up our donation machine to get a battery charge, use it on the library. I don't think it's that crucial. I fucking hate you, Carrion Queen. So much. The way we'll probably use the Stars card, because Boss Rush is so unlikely here, just due to timing, is... as soon as we have a reroll ready, we'll pop the Stars card just to maximize, theoretically at least, our ability to use our rerolls. Curse of the Unknown doesn't really bother me. We have like 2 red hearts, 3 spirit hearts, somewhere in that vicinity. I wouldn't expect to be taking that much damage on this floor with the relative damage output that we already have. Remote Detonator is worth it, actually. So now we don't have to use the Stars card because we do have a reroll pedestal. Because I'm going to pick it up, put it down, and then reroll it. If I was willing to pick up Bob's Curse, mostly for the 5-bomb bonus, I should definitely be willing to pick up Remote Detonator for the 5-bomb bonus, plus the fact that it becomes another item pedestal later. We could also, if we really wanted to scum it up, teleport out of this room. People who complain about Boss Rush, like if you teleport out of Boss Rush, you're scumming it. Man, you need to go back to vanilla, where if you had an ability to fly, you could go into a boss trap room, which always, with like 100%, shit, was 100% guaranteed to have an item on it. You could just fly out. You could fly in, grab the item, and fly out. It was like the second verse of Moonish Daydream. What are we supposed to do here? Well, we can bomb our way into the curse room. Well, actually, we could just bomb our way out of the curse room. It's probably fine as well. We can go in for free. Well worth it, I'd say. So let's go back and reroll Remote Detonator. I may have to fight the enemies. I think I do have to fight the enemies. Robo Baby's not very good, but I really like taking, like, it's kind of like orbitals in a way. The more familiars you get, the more I'm likely to take familiars in the future because it incentivizes like a BFF pickup. And BFF really can, I'm not going to say change the game, but it can be a big help. Alright, that was a much better fight against those guys. Like, it can really contribute to some non-insignificant damage depending on what familiars you have and how many of them you have. So we're not even close to having a reroll ready now. Somehow I keep forgetting to internalize that I have the ability to fly, which is a very polite and civil way of saying I forget. Full stop. But that's okay, the run's still going fine. I'm assuming that we're not too down on HP right now. I'm also assuming that we have like a pretty much guaranteed deal with the devil chance, considering technically on the last 2 floors we didn't get them. Stars still beats the Explosive Diarrhea card. Pretty much my favorite room, Joker. 2 of spades. I'll pop that right now, just because I don't trust myself to come back for it, so... The Stars card is unlikely to be as valuable as I want, but that's okay. Another really awesome room. We should start using bombs to blow up skulls in rooms where we find like a lot of skulls close together. 2 or 3, and I know I just skipped an opportunity where there were 2 there. Oh, rerolls are going to be ready perfectly. But yeah, we'll get less conservative about that as time goes on. Again, bomb synergies are kind of like familiars with BFF as well. The more of them we get, the more I want to get the other ones. So we have blank card and blue candle. I'm going to save my reroll, I guess. We could have rerolled the shop items, even though I didn't have the money. You know, that could give me 1 surplus reroll in total on the floor, which might be very well worth it. But it's possible that we ran our math wrong, and then... Or it's not even math, it's really just a guess. And then we might not have enough rerolls to actually reroll a boss room or deal with the devil, etc., etc. So I want to play it a little safer than that right now. We should definitely check this out. Second secret room, very rarely not worth 1 bomb, at least. That was well worth 1 bomb, as far as I'm concerned. Because the only way we can really trip ourselves up on this floor, in my estimation right now, is by taking a deal with the devil that literally kills us. But I know that I have 2 red hearts. And I've got to have at least 2, maybe even 3 spirit hearts on top. Adversary's a little annoying. This will be actually like our first test in a while. See how our damage is set up here. Very poor damage on my part right there. Shouldn't be getting hit by the spiders. If you get hit by anything, it should be the brimstone attack. Occasionally the spikes. Not the spiders, though. I actually should have rerolled our shot, because if we could get something like BFF, that would be so good. It's a low percentage reroll, but could work itself out. There we go. We got lucky there. And synth oil's well worth picking up, and not Krampus. We already have the ability to fly, so we'll pick these up, reroll it. Yeah, Dark Bomb is well worth the 1 heart. I guess we're gonna go. We could have gone back and picked up some red hearts. That probably would have been a smart idea. But, again, we're so close to the HP cap, I don't think it matters that much. And now that we have Dark Bum, we might actually want to consider getting rid of Mom's Pearl. And I don't know, maybe picking up, like, Child's Heart if we get it. It's probably a little bit of, like, a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And I understand, by the way, like, a chance for a red heart, apples to apples, versus a chance for a spirit heart is not great, because they'll get, you know, laundered through Dark Bum, which takes 1.5 hearts to pay out. However, maybe it's not apples to apples. Maybe Child's Heart gives you like a 3 times greater chance to get a red heart payout, and Mom's Pearl only gives you like a 20% greater chance to get a spirit heart payout. Admittedly, that's pretty much me saying, well, what I said might have been false, but I'm ignorant. But still, I dressed it up in a way that is a little nicer, I think. So we're not going to really worry too much about this, but if I blow it up, usually you get a red heart back, which is Dark Bum's cue to not pay out, apparently, much to my chagrin and surprise. About ready to use the Stars card. Again, there's no boss rush coming on this run, so don't be too worried about that. We're already at 2024. A little bit of a slower run than I expected, considering we've been doing pretty well from the start here. Probably pretty much pull exactly the same shit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But we got a lot of money out of it, so maybe it was worth it. What was our other one? Lemon Party? Yeah, Lemon Party's alright. Shouldn't have picked that up. Oh well. Lemon Party's a good pill, but I'm going to stick with the Stars card still. Fates. I'm happy to have the extra HP, I guess. It's like our 3rd attempt at an ability to fly. Getting a little silly. Shears is so good, but... Here's the thing. I'm going to take Tech 2. It does lower your damage, but allowing you to fire consistently is a really nice trade-off for that, and I don't always think Tech 2 is good. But I do think it leads to some cool synergies, and if we can buff our damage after picking it up, then it's nice. Not everybody's going to be super pleased with that decision, but I like Tech 2. Tech 2 owes Spoonbender a great debt. If Spoonbender did not exist, I would not like Tech 2 nearly as much as I do. However, it also works pretty nicely with Little Brimstone if we can get our shit lined up at the same level here. This has got to be our way to the boss room, and as soon as we have a reroll on deck, I'm not going to be ashamed about going to fight our boss early, because that, we've pretty much seen the rest of the floor. Both secret rooms, item room, we still have our shop to go, but that'll probably be close-ish to our boss room. And there's a good chance it has greed in it anyway. So the way that you do this one is you get this guy to pick up all these hearts, and then you leave the room. And we actually are kind of hoping he pays out with fucking spiders here, I guess. because we can't really take advantage of these spirit hearts. We do have a reroll on deck, but I gotta go back look for our shop. Unfortunately, it's not where I thought it was. But that's okay, too. Actually, there's a couple of different locations. Could be up here, and there it is, unless that's a library, which might actually be awesome for us. But it's not. Mom's Purse is okay, but I'm going to reroll both in the hopes of getting something better, and we pretty much struck out on that one, so I'm just going to donate as much money as possible, take a little drink of this water. Take another little drink of that water, baby. U.S. government, do you hear me? I could be your ace in the hole for marketing like healthy alternatives to soda for kids. Janis Joplin is a huge hit. What about, okay, Iggy Azalea, you know, I'm so healthy. You already know, 64 ounces daily of nourishing H2O. Yeah, see? It's there, man! People are missing out right now. Of course, I mean, you gotta write like the whole rest of the song, but once you get the hook down, it's like, you know, people will forgive a lot of bullshit in a song if the hook is as catchy as that one is. You hear me? You know, Iggy? Who dat? Who dat? E.G.? G.G.Y.? That's like Eggy. That's a little too much there, but this is considered some poetic license there. I like that. Something about that. I really like when popular music gets co-opted by, like, advertising campaigns. I don't begrudge artists for doing it, because I would probably do it in a heartbeat, you know? But I remember, like, Of Montreal, this is back, like, just, I'm not being a hipster about it, but it was, like, just prior to, like, Garden State kind of, so indie was not quite like indie music, was still like a, whoa, what's indie music? I listen to fucking Garth Brooks or something like that, right? Yeah, I'll take Ceremonial Robes for sure. Of Montreal, which is like this indie band that's actually pretty big from, I think, Athens, Georgia. They're like a psychedelic indie pop band. They licensed like a song to Outback. They had this song that was like, let's pretend we don't exist. Let's pretend we're in Antarctica. And then they licensed it to Outback, and it was like, let's go to Outback tonight. Let's have some coconut shrimp. It was like that sounds like I'm making that up to embellish, but it's pretty close. I don't remember the exact lyrics, but there was definitely "Let's go to Outback tonight" in there. It didn't fit with the commercial at all, which was the best part. I was like, man, this guy's getting paid, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but some advertising exec probably overpaid Kevin Barnes for this, you know, Of Montreal joint here. This is the original. It's a pretty good song. And how am I supposed to hate on, you know, advertising campaigns using popular music when there's like that Volkswagen ad with Pink Moon, man? Nick Drake put out like one of the best fucking folk albums of all time. Then wandered into the river, Virginia Woolf style or something. I can't remember. He died under auspicious circumstances in the 70s, but you know the song. It's the Volkswagen's like driving along. Pink Moon is on its way. It's a great album, man. If you got a problem with advertising like that, you got a problem with Nick Drake. You can take that up with his estate as far as I'm concerned. You can take it up with fucking me. Gonna ask the Riverman about his plan for being strange. Let's, I don't know what that was. Let's move along here. We're gonna win this run. In spite of Tech 2 having a bad rap, you know, and partly, you know, I agree with that bad rap. By the way, don't say that in Nick's chat. He'll be banned forever. Not because he loves technology too, but because it's, you know, syntaxically similar to Bad Rats. But anyway, we're going to win this probably pretty much on the back of whatever this deal with the devil is, hopefully, and Little Brimstone being awesome. No deal with the devil. I'm taking a cube of meat. I don't care about missing one orbital. And by that, I mean missing one item pedestal to take one orbital. I guess we'll go right here. I'm so healthy. You already know. 64 ounces daily of life-giving H2O. It's, I mean, the problem is there's never gonna be like a, or maybe there already is. That was like, there's never gonna be like a water board of the United, like, lobbyists for the support of water, because it's all fucking, you know, owned by the city except for bottled water, and I don't even know, do people still People probably still drink bottled water over tap water, but if you live in at least in like the Western world, you're probably just fine to drink the tap water. Maybe some people that think that the taste is worth it. That's totally fine. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend your money. That's the money that's gonna go to hiring Iggy Azalea for this, and she's really she's the crux of the whole plan here. By the way, it's the only popular song, so it's the only popular song I know, I should say, except for like Firework by Katy Perry. Baby, you're dehydrated. Gotta get your mouth wet. It doesn't really work. But you know, you can work on it a little bit. I know that occasionally I'm very surprised. Adult professionals will. I've got a big, diverse fan base of adult professionals, but people will talk to me and be like, "Yo, I work in blah blah blah, and we really love your stuff here." And I'm like, you know, okay, if you work at like the, you know, anti-drug advertising agency for the United States, you got to give me a contract, y'all. I will hook you up with the dopest anti-drug jams, and you have no idea the youth support that we're gonna gain. It is gonna be. Drug use is gonna fall. People will be like, I don't want to let Ryan down. Small Rock? I mean, we already have Small Rock. I can't remember. I mean that sincerely. Get in touch with me. We'll work something out. Low 7 figures per commercial. It'll be worth it. I'm telling you. We'll get Flula, and we'll do like a thrift shop parody. Walk into the school like, what up? I got an A+. You know why? Because I don't smoke pot. It kind of rhymes if you know, I'm just pumped about some shit from the thrift shop. It kind of works. It like kind of, the emphasis is really on the kind of there, but you gotta give me some credit there. That was off the top of the dome piece. That's a great secret room. Here's a secret. It can go fuck itself. Well, we'll try it. I know it's a waste of another bomb, but I'm just gonna do it anyway to save some time. Oh, good. Let's fight Greed. Well, actually, I would love to reroll whatever he gives me into his secret room pedestal, so I hope that it's like a Steam sale, even though we already got one, or we had the chance to pick one up. So we're gonna go back and reroll. I should stop picking up red hearts and stuff, but I guess actually it doesn't matter because, first off, I didn't actually pick up a red heart. Secondly, Dark Bum can pay out, but we're already at the HP cap, so who cares? I can't get over I'm so thirsty, man. Really rolled off the tongue there. What's fucking crazy about it is that I actually think that 64 ounces is the actual recommended daily, well, like minimum daily intake of water. Which is crazy, because I don't live in the country, and also, I don't understand the imperial system. It's all metric in my head, you know. But I converted it, and that's the kind of services you can get if you contract me in my ad agency. Oh, there's a... I should go back, because there could be Small Rock there. It doesn't need to be like 3 minutes long. You know, average ad buy is like 30 seconds, so... We can make do with just, you know, really concentrating it. We'll get the Kids Bop kids to do it. Well, not the Kids Bop kids. They're too expensive. And their rider is insane. Not like they're like a jockey or something like that. You know, the rider that's like, you know, only green M&Ms in my room because I can't handle any sort of unhomeostatic environment. Didn't mean to fire shots at anybody in particular there. This is good. Heading up to the next floor. Still don't think we have pretty much any chance of a loss here, but I'm hoping for cool synergies for our Tech 2. Gotta admit, this looks pretty BA with Curse of Darkness here. A lot of people think BA means badass, but it actually means Buzz Aldrin, which is shorthand for badass. The shorthand is actually longhand in this case, but because it's Buzz Aldrin, it doesn't matter. It's worth it. Yeah, don't do what I just did there. He was afraid of me, and as a result, almost jumped directly into me. Checks out. We'll check out our, speaking of checking it out, we'll check out our mob trap room here. I don't know what I'm looking for, red chests or golden chests. One red chest is not quite worth it in my mental opinion. It's an honest interpretation. Sometimes I do have some mental opinions. Range up. Not particularly amazing. Nor as I found pills. I got a good feeling about these mushrooms, though. Alright. That doesn't change. I wasn't wrong. I did have a good feeling. The feeling was wrong, man. I just absorbed it. Absorbed it. No rock tinted there. We will go back for the second secret room. There's a spirit heart in. Alright, Dark Bum. I forgot about you. Should probably pay you a little bit more attention. Should also probably not blow myself up with a bomb. Now that I think about it, that might not be the best course of action. Figured this had to be our boss room based on the proximity to the second secret room. Ooh, yeah, bad damage. This is, I mean, we're doing okay damage, admittedly. But to some extent, this is also just kind of like, you know, the testament to how awesome Little Brimstone is. Or at least can be. Hoping for like another item there, but actually that's good. I'm going to take the Steam Cell largely because I want to save as many rerolls as possible for the chest, you know. As much as I would love to reroll it because it's literally useless for us right now, I'd rather reroll 4 potentially useless items. Hell, I'd rather reroll 2 potentially useless items 1 extra time. Plus, the Steam Sale gives me something to talk about. As in, holy shit, how many Steam Sales have we gotten on this run? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I got hit by one of the Cricket's body shots there. Should have been keeping an eye out for that one. I knew it was going to happen, I just didn't think like I was at exactly the right angle to get hit by it. Oh, I'll be glad when this section of the fight is over, which it is now. Oh, this is nice, yeah. Fuck off, Isaac. You can get on the other side of the map more often as far as I'm concerned. This will probably still put me outside of the range where he can hit me. Until he moves into me, of course, but... Oh, up here. The second phase of the fight is proving a lot easier than I'd originally anticipated it would be. Got pretty lucky to not get hit there, I think. Yeah, we should be relatively safe up here again. Don't want to be too cocky about it, but... We're going to get through this, head down to the chest. This is like the second run in a row where I've called a one run pretty early, and then the run has ended up being actually like mildly difficult, or at least like we've been kind of sitting on the razor's edge toward the end. But I like those kind of runs just as much as your average run, so I'm having a good time here. Curse of the Unknown, a little scary, admittedly. Maybe good? Not good. Maybe good? Maybe good. I think we take Sad Onion. I think we reroll everything else. Yeah, okay. So the soul gives us Spirit Hearts. Eve's Mascara is going to slow down our rate of fire, but also double our damage, which is really good for the Tech 2 shot. Cricket's body is not going to actually... Oh, we actually will have splash damage because with Tech 2 we have the occasional tear. So I think that's worth it. Plus, it gives you another tears upgrade on top of it, so it increases your rate of fire, which I think was important after the Eve's Mascara pickup. How we doing damage-wise up? Ooh, these guys are quite ornery about the whole situation. We killed the Gurglings last, we should get Spirit Hearts. Never mind, if we killed Blue Gurgling last, we'll get Spirit Hearts. And I picked up the Soul, not just for the bullet deflection, but because it also gives us Spirit Hearts as we pick it up. So, I think that was probably the strongest pickup out of all those, to be honest with you. And without being able to see our HP, having a little bit of extra peace of mind about it is very nice. And now I actually feel a lot better about Fear Shot, because if we can keep enemies at bay for a little while, more time for us to do damage to them. We're never going to get, like, the insane damage that I hoped we'd get on this run. But it's working out pretty well, nonetheless. We also got good status effect stacking here with... There's a sweet deflection there with the soul, but with Fear Shot and Poison Shot. I guess the other thing is that Eve's Mascara really buffs, at least in theory, you know, my inclination is that it would really buff Rotten Baby, because Rotten Baby is going to fire at the same interval, but its flies will do twice as much damage as they normally would have, I think. That seems pretty solid in my mind. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Should be firing Little Brimstone more. I've been like pretty much exclusively using the technology shots. I think Little Brimstone is going to end up being like our late game damage dealer. There's something sad about that, but it's also kind of awesome because I really like that item. And in this case, it's just like the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae here, you know? Ice cream sundae. You already know. Get vanilla or live wild with the cookie dough. See, if you don't get me for the health announcements, American Federal Food and Drug Administration, I'm going to go over to those ice cream lobbyists. You know that Breyers, Chapman's, Ben & Jerry's, and the Haagen-Dazs, they got that capital. They're not afraid to spend it on an advertising budget that is hip to the new hashtag trends that kids are into these days. I probably should have rerolled the quarter, huh? Yeah, there's pretty much like no reason not to. That's a good point. Well, I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that we got this one now, unless we run into like some truly heinous anus rooms. You think that'll get the reroll there? Not the reroll, the item room. Sorry, second secret room. Good lord. Well, take it. It technically gives us an extra hit, I think. Really thought I could get you before you shot it all. I was way off there. I don't know why I wasn't looking at your health bar now that I think about it. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. That's what we can call our celery stick lounge. We'll call it the health bar. We'll sue. We'll sue. No, we'll serve exclusively gaming-related healthy snacks. What do you mean we're already out of business? All right. I'll serve some Cheetos. I'm fine with serving Cheetos. I think Cheetos are delicious. Get in touch, Frito-Lay Corporation. I got a lot of ideas coming off the top of the dome right now, and I think, and I don't think I'm wrong, that you want to be a part of them. You want to have your Chester Cheetahs Wild Wild Quest logo all over this shit. Alright, let's finish this off, because I think I need to have some Dayquil. Fever's coming back with a vengeance here. Can I just stand still, or do the shots have enough velocity to still sneak in, even with the soul? Yeah, the homing shots still have enough to sneak in, so we gotta be on the move a little bit there. Well, we have like pretty much infinite range, so if I can just get Fear Shot and keep him as far away as is humanly possible, our life becomes extremely simple here. And that's going to be yet another win, a pretty easy one. Thanks for randoming Isaac Game, I appreciate it, and thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button, it helps out a great deal, and of course subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.